provided by...
Welcome to the Beauty for All event. With 20% off your purchase at Sephora, the gifting possibilities are endless. We're giving you access to more options, more exclusives, more ways to save, so you can celebrate everyone on your list. This season at Sephora, there's more beauty to go around, and everyone's invited. 20% off your purchase at Sephora. Ends December 12th.
This is a rare sort of occurrence.
It is a Movie Star Monday on ET. We're with Leo, J-Law, and Meryl on the star-studded red carpet for Don't Look Up, and my new interviews with Nicole Kidman and Javier Bardem for
Happening now.
A woman found dead and her roommate threatening suicide, leading police on an hours-long standoff. Details on how the situation ended next.
The weekend is upon us, and there are a few things weather-wise you'll have to plan for. I'll help you with that and talk about our next cold front, which is just a few days away. See you in a bit.
The UTSA Roadrunners are filing in for the biggest game of their football lives, the Conference USA Championship, a live preview from the Alamo Dome. The News at 5 starts right now.
Now first at 5, an hours-long standoff ends with a suspect in the hospital, and now homicide investigators are trying to figure out whether that very man killed a woman whose body was found on the opposite side of town.
It's a confusing story, and a story that we have been following since this morning. Patty Santos pieces together what we now know about the investigation.
Here along Old Seguin Road near Ackerman Road is where police found the body of a woman in the back of a car. Right now, a man in his 50s is in the hospital after an overnight standoff lasting more than 12 hours. Police say this is a fluid investigation, and they're trying to figure out what happened between the roommates that led to the death of that woman. Police got a call for a welfare check last night around 10. The caller told police the 50-year-old man told them he hurt his roommate really bad. A mental health unit arrived to the man's home on Bright Valley near Loop 410. Meanwhile, police were looking for the victim and found her body in a vehicle in Kirby. The woman in her 30s was dead. The suspect was taken into custody just after noon and taken to a hospital. Charges against him are pending. And police are still trying to figure out why the woman's body was left here more than 20 miles away from the home on Bright Valley. No names have been released yet. In Kirby, Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Patty. The UTSA Roadrunners would like nothing better than to top off their historic football season with a win tonight at the Alamo Dome.
Yeah, this is their first ever trip to the Conference USA Championship, and since they finished with the best record at 11-1, they get to host the big game.
Lucky. With more on what they hope will be a packed house tonight for the title game, let's take you live to the Alamo Dome, and first to Greg Simmons.
Tell you what, April and Sir, by the way, who led the drive to put as many as UTSA students in the stands tonight as they could, says they raised over $100,000. That said, it should be a major home field advantage tonight when UTSA plays host to Western Kentucky. Now, the UTSA football team arriving here at the Dome at about 3:45 with second-year head coach Jeff Traylor leading his entire team, including star quarterback Frank Harris and running back Sincere McCormick, both San Antonio area products, and their Spirit Walk, complete with the UTSA band and cheerleaders. They're headed in their biggest game in school history after their season of firsts, including the most wins in school history, where they hope this crowd tonight will help wreak havoc on the Hilltoppers offense, who is averaging a conference best 43.2 points and over 524 yards per game.
When the crowd gets loud, it's hard to communicate, and offense, and especially with that offense, it's hard for them to communicate if it's that loud. I don't think they've played in a dome yet, so I'm pretty sure that would take a little adjusting to do, and hopefully we can use that to our advantage.
Now, you may be asking yourself, just what is the largest crowd to ever see a UTSA football game? And the answer is September the 3rd, 2011. That was their inaugural game of this football program. That night, it was 56,743. And, of course, they're trying to break that or at least get close to that tonight. All right, we're going to have more on this coming up in sports. But now let's take it from inside the Alamo Dome to outside to check in on the tailgating. That's where we find our Alicia Barrera.
Hey, Greg, good afternoon. Well, let me tell you, it's been rowdy. This has really been the pregame, the warm-up to what's going to happen tonight. Fans have been out here since really early, some lining up around 8, 9 a.m., and tailgating kicked off right at 11 a.m. So, again, the excitement is big today. It's been said that if you're a UTSA road runner, that means it's a holiday. No work, it's all about play, but one rule, definitely to get rowdy. UTSA's band, dance, and cheer teams even made it out here to hype up the fans, and there really isn't a shortage of anything. Food, fun, and drinks. Again, that grilling kicked off around 11 a.m. People have brought their RVs, their trailers, some even setting up a pop-up bar area and bringing a Christmas tree. The fans hope the teams stay focused tonight, especially after UTSA's undefeated season came to an end against UNT. They're confident the UTSA Roadrunners will become the champions this year. Take a listen to some of the predictions and the mindset.
I think UTSA up by 3. Duplessis, 3 seconds left, kicks a field goal to win it all.
Very, very worried. So it's not just, there's excitement, but it's that built up tension and see how we do today. So I'm hoping we come out with a victory.
Confident. I think we're going to pull it off.
No, I think it's going to be close. 1, maybe 2 possessions, I hope.
Any predictions?
Any predictions? Birds up.
A lot of predictions, but the goal again to have fun. Greg, back to you.
All right, thank you very much. Welcome back inside the Alamo Dome. The Western Kentucky band is just fired up, and as you take a look over my shoulder, the UTSA student section is really starting to fill up. Of course, we'll have more live from the Alamo Dome coming up in sports. Live from the Alamo Dome, Greg Simmons, KSAT 12 Sports.
Yeah, we'll see you in about 20 minutes, Greg. Thank you. Now, in other news, investigators now know who was killed in a crash earlier this week on the south side. Medical examiners say that the victim is 19-year-old Jasmine Casiano. The accident involved one vehicle on Shane Road near Loop 410. Police say that Casiano was a passenger in a pickup truck that was speeding on South Villamain Road when the driver lost control and hit a tree. Now, Casiano and the driver got pinned. The driver survived. She obviously didn't. The driver in this case is charged with intoxication assault.
One man fighting for his life after trying to stop a thief. It happened around 10 o'clock last night on Gardena near Fredericksburg and Vance Jackson. Police say a man saw someone breaking into vehicles and then confronted that person. And that is when that person pulled out a knife and stabbed the victim. He's now in critical condition and police are looking for the person who stabbed him.
Now, the San Antonio Fire Department trying to figure out how a fire started in a laundry room at a north side apartment complex. It happened at the Escondido Village Apartments on Blanco before 2 this morning. Crews say the fire started in the laundry room and then spread to the 2-story building. Only one person was displaced.
New, very disturbing details emerging today on that Michigan school shooting. Numerous red flags were shown, but multiple opportunities to stop the student shooter all apparently failed. Now authorities are looking for the parents of the teen suspect who will be formally charged for their roles in the shootings that killed 4 students and injured 7 others. James and Jennifer Crumbly now facing involuntary manslaughter charges. Their lawyers say that they did not flee, but rather that they have left the area in fear of their own safety. And the lawyers did not indicate when the couple will return for arraignment. Meantime, the Crumbley's 15-year-old son, Ethan, we're learning more about him. He apparently reached out for help and warned of the shooting days as well as hours before the horrific event, but was returned to class. As well, we're learning more about the boy's interactions with his parents days after they gifted him with a gun used in the shooting. Evidence on Jennifer Crumbley's phone shows a text message to her son the day before the shooting after a teacher caught him researching ammunition.
Jennifer Crumbly exchanged text messages about the incident with her son on that day, stating, quote, LOL, I'm not mad at you. You have to learn not to get caught, end quote.
And here's more on the timeline. The morning of the shooting, the parents called to the school after a teacher found a drawing of blood, a gun, and the words, help me, on Ethan's desk. The parents ordered to put the boy into counseling, but instead of being removed, he was allowed to return to class without a search for the newly purchased gun. When news of the shooting came out, Jennifer Crumbly texted Ethan, typing, quote, don't do it. Then James Crumbley called 911 to report a weapon missing from his house, saying he thought his son might be the school shooter. If convicted, the Crumbleys could each face 15 years in prison. Their son's next court appearance, December 13th.
Now, if you thought that health officials were eager for you to get vaccinated before, just wait until you hear this. The OMICRON variant has been confirmed in at least 5 states. New York is one of them. And that's where the governor announced 5 people have tested positive. Now, those who were vaccinated are showing mild symptoms, but experts say that there's still so much that we don't know about this particular variant. Several of the people with the Omicron variant have recently traveled to South Africa, and the CDC is reminding Americans that while Omicron is a concern, the Delta variant, that's the bigger threat.
Very muggy outside today. Dew points right now in the mid 60s. Now, we started the day at 65 for our morning low temperature. Then we topped out at 80 degrees this afternoon, well above average, 6 degrees shy of the record high here in San Antonio of 86. Del Rio, by the way, did break a record. Right now, 86 in Warren's backyard in Del Rio, 78 Leon Springs, 80 Santa Maria. And as we go through the evening, temperatures just gradually falling through the 70s and into the 60s again by tomorrow morning. We're going to talk more about the weekend, including fog and our next cold front, which is just a few days away. See you in a bit.
All right, Adam.
Stephanie, Adam's looking at traffic. This is 37 at Houston near the Alamo Dome, where the big game starts less than an hour from now. The kickoff traffic on 37 looking pretty good, but there are some busy incidents elsewhere. Looking inside 1604 on I-10, a little bit slow down there. Also have a slowdown on 35 southbound at Eisenhower. Stephanie?
All right, thank you. So here's some excellent news. Many of you probably still have some holiday shopping left to do, and there are plenty of deals. You just have to know where to look. 12 on your signs. Marilyn Moritz shows us where to look.
Whether it's big wow gifts or little stocking stuffers, December is one of the best times to find a sale.
We are seeing a lot of the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals continuing in the early days of December. They may not last all month long, so the earlier you can shop, the better. But we're seeing Black Friday prices still, or prices that are very close to what we saw over the Black Friday weekend.
Consumer Reports tracks prices of its top tested products all year. So here's what's on deep discount right now. These Sony wireless earphones are $248 at ABT Electronics, Amazon, Best Buy, and Walmart. A bit of a splurge, but Consumer Reports says they're among the best wireless noise-canceling headphones they've tested. Have a cook on your list? This Cuisinart 12-piece set is now $220 at Amazon. The nonstick set aced all of CR's tests. If you're a coffee lover, this might perk you up. This Ninja specialty coffee maker is on sale for $120 at Amazon and Best Buy. Smart speakers are hot. The 4th generation Amazon Echo is now $60 at Amazon, Best Buy, Crutchfield, Lowe's, Staples, and Target. And finally, TVs. Experts say the best deals are on big ones, 65 inches and up.
We did see a lot of great deals on those big screen TVs in November, and they are continuing into December.
This Samsung 65-inch smart 4K TV is now $550 at Best Buy and Target. Supply chain issues are still a thing, affecting some inventory and shipping. So if there's something specific you want to put under the tree, shop early. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Still so much more for us to talk about ahead at 5. It's the season of giving, and the San Antonio Housing Authority is trying to create a Christmas to remember for local families. So what they're looking for and how you can help coming up.
Plus, students are soon going to be off school for the winter break, and a local organization is making sure that no child goes hungry. How they've stepped up their efforts and where you can go if you need help too.
This SA Salute holiday greeting is brought to you by Pam Hospitals.
Hi, my name is Michael Overton.
And I'm Gerald Scott.
On behalf of the Pam Health family,
we would like to wish our fellow brothers and sisters in the military services a happy holiday.
It's an effort to make sure that no child goes hungry. This morning, the San Antonio Food Bank providing food to just about 1,000 families at Gustafson Stadium on the northwest side. It was a distribution that was put together by the Harvey Najum Charitable Foundation. This is the 42nd food distribution at the stadium since the pandemic began. The food bank says it will likely not be the last. The Harvey Najum Foundation tells us they normally organize one event per year, but today's was the third of 2021.
I think they're going to keep rising until, families get back to work and are stable, and I think the need is going to keep growing.
If you or someone that you know needs food assistance, head over to safoodbank.org. Once there, you can click on the Get Help button and sign up for the next distribution nearest you. You can also call this phone number I'm about to read, 210-431-8326. That's 8326 for immediate assistance.
It's really a reminder that this is a really tough time for people who are living check to check. And that's why the San Antonio Housing Authority wants to collect 1,000 gifts this month. Listen to this. Saha says that about 98% of its clients are low income. And in fact, the median income for a family of 3 is under 10 grand a year. Imagine trying to make it on that. So that's why Saha is asking you to help. You can donate new toys or board games for kids or slippers and bed sheets for the elderly.
It means that our families will get a respite from stressors in life. It means that we will have families who will be able to celebrate the holiday season.
If you'd like to donate, we have until December 9th, and we have all that information for you on our website, KSAT.com.
I'm Myra Arthur here in the newsroom with a look at what's coming your way on the news at 6 o'clock today. The new 2022 Toyota Tundra unveiled today right here at the plant in San Antonio. Yes, we'll talk about the features, the bells, the whistles, and the price, but also we'll talk to the San Antonians who have a hand in making these vehicles, what that means to them to see these rolling off the line. Plus,
a city councilman looking for a more formal site release program for pot possession. But some activists say they want something more. Coming up at 6.
We've got those stories and more coming your way in a little less than an hour. We'll see you then.
Thank you, Myra. We want to take a look outside because things, all day long it just changes. First the fog, now the sun, and maybe the fog again.
Oh, absolutely the fog again all weekend long, and temperatures above average for the most part as well. But the fog will be a headline every morning through the weekend, and I think now even into Monday morning. So when we go back to work and school, we'll be dealing with that dampness. Humid all weekend long. Very sticky out there today. It's spring-like feeling, really. And those temperatures generally above average, but there will be a little correction in our forecast here in terms of temperatures in the days ahead with our next weak cold front. Right now, I want to point this out. Temperature 76, but dew point at 65. It is sticky out there. We've spent a good portion of the past several weeks with a lack of humidity, lack of mugginess. It's back right now. You notice it, and this is one of the primary reasons why we have the morning fog. We had some even showers associated with the fog earlier today. These dew points stay up through the weekend, and then our cold front hits on Monday. That's going to briefly sweep away that humidity, and by next week, you'll notice a drop in the mugginess out there. So if you don't like this humidity, just wait until about Monday midday afternoon, and it's going to be pushed out of town. Let's talk temperatures and what we can expect. Across the state, almost looks spring-like. 82 Abilene, 86 Del Rio. By the way, record high temperature in Del Rio today, making it up to 88. 87 right now in Cotulla. So we've got some warmer readings out there in the typically hotter spots south and west of town. Tomorrow morning, most of us low to mid 60s to start the day. Some 50s in the hill country, of course. Around Helotes, about 62 in the morning. New Braunfels, 62. Downtown San Antonio, 63. And expect some pretty thick fog in spots through about 9-10 a.m. Then tomorrow afternoon, back to some sunshine, high temperatures back near 80. Here's that little correction I was talking about. Back down closer to average Monday, Tuesday. Monday, 70 for the high, Tuesday into the mid 60s. We had a few isolated showers this morning, along with some of the fog earlier today that moved through town. Didn't really drop much in terms of accumulating rainfall and really measurable rainfall. It's all part of this upper disturbance north of Lubbock. Energy on the south side there gave us that moisture. We could use it. Here's the latest drought monitor, updated every Thursday. Nearly half of Texas is in drought. In our area, now it's creeping into the hill country, Valverde County, toward western Bandera County, and still southwest of San Antonio, where we've been in drought for several weeks. So tomorrow we start with the fog to start the day and some drizzle as well. Then we get into the afternoon, sunshine, well into the 70s, even near 80 degrees. Sunday, another round of fog. We talked about that, and then those temperatures fall off a little bit early next week with just a slight chance of rain Monday through Wednesday.
All right, Adam, thank you. Now let's go to our friend Greg Simmons, who's now joining us live from the Alamo Dome, where things are heating up.
Yeah, hot outside. We want it loud inside. A huge crowd tonight.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out just what kind of a crowd they're going to have tonight. It won't be 65,000 because they've shut off both of the end zone seating, but it's going to be pretty close to over 50. When we come back, a live preview as the Roadrunners have arrived for the biggest game of their football lives. And when we come back, are they ready for this rematch? It's called the Spirit Walk as the UTSA Roadrunners, led by head coach Jeff Trailer and accompanied by a UTSA band, make their way into the Alamo Dome for their first ever appearance in the Conference USA Championship, the biggest game in UTSA football history. And here is a look from Sky 12 high above the Alamo Dome and the surrounding parking lots where tailgating has been going on all day for UTSA fans, getting ready for what they hope will be a close to capacity tonight for the 2-1-0 Triangle of Toughness, now filing their way inside to show their support for the Birds Up. And welcome inside the Alamo Dome tonight, coming to you live from field level for the big 6 o'clock kickoff this evening between the 11-1 UTSA Roadrunners, who, by the way, have just taken the field, and the 8-4 Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. These two schools have a history this season as well that we've talked about this week, all week long. But since losing to the Roadrunners back on October the 9th, 52-46, Hilltoppers have won 7 straight. In that win, quarterback Frank Harris set a school record by throwing for 6 touchdowns, caught another. Another big advantage to the Roadrunners tonight. They have now won 9 straight games in the Alamo Dome, dating back to last season's 27-26 victory over Louisiana Tech to close out Jeff Trailer's first season with 3 straight wins in the Dome. And there's no question who the players give credit for their unbelievable success.
The culture change, that's just something that, that changed this place. We always have talent. We always had great players. But I think guys just buying into something and believing into something really has changed a lot.
Before tonight's game, the UTSA Roadrunners held a pep rally on campus last night, complete with head coach Jeff Trailer, team members, the band, cheerleaders to get you ready for tonight's, we hope, memorable night. We wanted to thank April and Sarah, who led the drive to raise $100,000 to buy all UTSA students free tickets to tonight's game.
This is about the students here. This is about the student athletes here. But what you guys have done for San Antonio is absolutely created the most positive movement I have ever seen. And you mentioned the word magic, and that is exactly what this is. This has been magic for San Antonio, the way they have wrapped their arms around you.
So the stage is set for the biggest night in UTSA football history. We should know by 10 o'clock the outcome of this game, and hopefully it will be a championship for the UTSA Roadrunners. You can see the stadium is filling up. The Roadrunners are on the field. Looking forward to a great game. Live from the Alamo Dome, Greg Simmons, KSAT 12 Sports.
I like that energy behind you, Greg, even if it's not full just yet.
That's great. Just great. And shout out to April.
Yeah.
Way to go.
We'll be right back after this.
Morning fog and drizzle all weekend, and I think even lingering into the Monday morning commute. But otherwise, just more of the same. Some afternoon sun, well above average by a good 10 degrees, up near 80 this weekend. And then next week, closer to average, mid-60s by Tuesday.
All right. Other than that, have a very happy Friday. Thanks for joining us.
World News is next.